Dick Cheney went to the hospital today. Another irregularity with his heart. The angry left immediately pounced.
Huffington Post. Nope, sorry, you have to have a heart in order to have an irregular heartbeat. Cheney is a f***ing evil, heartless bastard.
Huffington Post. Cheney is one of the undead. No soul, no brain, and he pops back when you're sure he's died.
Huffington Post. Cheney has a heart? I'd like to rip his irregular f***ing heart out of his chest and show it to him before he slumps to the floor.
I didn't take him. They went from 0 to 60 and in nothing flat. Hitler looks good to these people next to somebody like Cheney.
Huffington Post. I value life, but his life has caused thousands to die.
Geez.
Miseries and irreparable damage to this country and the rest of the world. I pray he dies soon. God forgive me.
Angry Rich, are you sure you did not find on these left-wing blogs, Huffington Post, MoveOn.org, Think Progress, Daily Kos, news from downtown Berkeley, there wasn't some, like, get well soon dick messages?
No.
Huffington Post. I'm also surprised they haven't killed this thread yet. I suppose they're afraid Fox News, Beck and Limburger will get a hold of what them awful liberals is a-saying about our sainted vice president.
We will.
Democrat Underground. Hurry, someone break off the taser. He needs to get back in the rhythm, baby.
Democrat Underground. Maybe he'll die, and I won't care.
Democrat Underground. I hope his pacemaker is manufactured by the same folk who brought us poison toys and pet food. I hope its battery is made in Iraq. I hope he f***ing dies.
Now, remember, these are the people that absolutely idolize the sportscaster on MSNBC, the guy I call Bathtub Boy for reasons that I explain way too much.
What you're missing here, bathtub head.
That was him referring to me late last week. I'm sure his audience has no idea.
We do, though.
But we knew. Well, it turns out he's actually a full-on racist. Now, we don't throw that around lightly.
He just can't stop himself.
No, he can't. Last night on that Sunday Night Football thing that he does where he towers over that Lilliputian Bob Costas, he made 3 separate references to black people that are genuine racist statement, and he gets a complete pass. Listen to this one.
And the conversion is Lossman to Roscoe Parrish. Roscoe's chicken and waffling ways.
How does he get away with that? Roscoe's chicken and waffling ways.
He's a liberal.
Right, gets a pass. Oh, he can say racist things because we're liberals and we know we're not racist. We hate Cheney, we hate Bush, we wish they were dead, but we're not racist. And, well, if I said them, I'd be immediately branded by the far-left websites as racist and caught in my racism again.
The Saints evidently starting the game by playing craps against Carolina.
The team in a huddle, it's evidently all black men, and he says they're playing craps.
That's what happened, John.
And then there's this last one. Was this 2 of them stuck together? Well, there's the geography challenge. Yeah, he didn't seem to know whether Denver was to the east or the west of the Continental Divide. Now, if you actually go to Denver and you look to the west, you see the Rockies. That ought to be your first clue. I'll bet the Continental Divide's up there somewhere. We would be then east of the Continental Divide. West would be over those hills. But no, he called Denver west of the Rockies, evidently mistaking Grand Junction, Colorado for Denver.
Do not kick it to Hester. Do not kick it to Hester. Did they not get the highlights west of the Rockies? Do not kick it to Hester.
Is that Walter Matthau? Who is that? I don't know.
No, that would be do not kick it to Hester. That would be from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Do not seek the treasure. I have to explain the jokes to you.
I'm so sorry. I'm not very bright. I can't help it.
Esoteric references to be explained later. All right, we are out of time, which means it's nearly game time.
Well, not quite. I still have some more time. By the way, that little animosity you hear between Chris Collingsworth, who is what? Number 3 on the list of all-time Bengals receivers.
He actually played the sport.
Yeah, he played. He was on the field. He had the equipment on. He played. And our sportscaster, who, as far as I know, has never dared set foot on an athletic field except to stand on the sidelines with a microphone and hope he doesn't get hit when one of those players runs out of bounds, dared challenge an actual accomplished player.
And by the way, not to miss that point, did you say Chris Collinsworth played for the Bengals?
Yes, and caught 417 career passes.
I didn't know
Now
that.
third behind Chad Johnson
know
and
that.
Carl Pickens. Don't call me Perkins.
I'm joshing your brother, Chris. Well, and we'll see what the good test is coming against Indianapolis to find that out. Let's test over in the players' room with Chris Collinsworth, the all-time great of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, don't be sucking up to me now, big boy.
Just a joke.
Just a joke. Just a joke. So Collinsworth may be doing my work for me, and all hail Chris Collinsworth. Chris, you can do something in the hallways around the green room that I'm not able to do. Go right ahead. Just joshing, brother. Guy's got all those receptions, and you would dare say he played for the Bengals? I didn't know that. And by the way, I'm getting hammered for saying last week that whoever it was that outed Valerie Plame should get a medal. Now, this was not the first time I ever said that. And I repeated it because it needed repeating. I'm now going to be named one of the worst people in the world on the Sportscaster Bathtub Boys show on MSNBC because I said that. And yet, the Sportscaster Bathtub Boy on MSNBC never gets challenged on racist statements. Racist statements he made on football, Sunday Night Football.
The Denver Drive having stalled Roscoe Parrish on the punt return. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles at its finest.
TJ, thank God you're here. How'd you find me? It's the only chicken and waffle place in all of Holland. So a black man's got to be at a chicken and waffles place. That's racist.
John, you're up there again tonight.
John Gibson, host of Fox Noises, is the co-host. So how's that working out for you? After the Scott McClellan Freudian slip, Gibby reiterates, whoever outed Valerie Plame should get a medal, and if it was Karl Rove, I'd pin it on him myself. Bathtub Head's explanation, he knows the inside story, that she was part of a, quote, anti-Bush cabal inside the CIA, something that should be rooted out. John, you do realize that you're such a non-insider, that you've just exhausted your knowledge on the subject by successfully spelling CIA. Our runner-up?
What does that mean?
Bathtub Head, do you think we've upset him?
Well, I mean, this is a guy that needs the internet to get laid.
I know.
So he's not much of an insider either.
Well, he never talks to anybody. He sits in that little office and makes that stuff up. By the way, the co-host deal's working out nicely. 1 October, 1 November. And the Sportscaster, Bathtub Boy on MSNBC, has never won a month, ever. And guess what? He's up against Bill O'Reilly. He will never win a month. And is anybody going to call him on calling a group of black men gathered around in a huddle, saying that they're...
The Saints evidently starting the game by playing craps.
Black men gathered on a corner, they must be playing craps. And what about that chicken business?
And the conversion is Lossman to Roscoe Parrish. Roscoe's chicken and waffling ways.
The left loves this guy so much that they let him get away with that.
Hop on to the internet.
What do you punch out a little buttons and things?
And email John now at GibsonRadio.com.
What?